This video is brought to you by the Affinity Trading Institute. TradeZero is the preferred trading software by Affinity, but you can use any software you're comfortable with. TradeZero was previously known as TurboTick. I am currently running, in this video is showing you about version 2.0.278.0. That's a lot in the mouthful. You don't need to worry about all that specifically. I just wanted to let you know what version that we're on. TurboTick is created by a company called Turnkey Broker Solutions. This link is their website, turnkeyBroker.com/index.php/online-trading-customer-support. Kind of lengthy. The reason I'm bringing this up is so to show you where to get the online documentation. You can download a PDF and have the vendor's documentation for the software. The videos and documents that Affinity has created are in addition to that to help our traders use the software to the best of their abilities and so that it works best for you. So once you go to this link, simply look at the download section, okay, and manuals. And what you want to download is the manual for TurboTick Pro. That's the software that I'm currently running. We'll have other videos to show you how to use the web version of TurboTick Web. Simply download that, you get a PDF, and you can read the documentation from the vendor. Now I'd like to talk about Level 2 windows and charts. Notice that I left my toolbar for this video large size. Again, personal preference. If you'd like it to have that way all the time, feel free. So the Level 2 window is where you're going to execute your trades. Okay, you have a drop down that will show you any stocks that you've been looking at in this current session. Let's say I look at Facebook. Let's say I look at USO. Pick 3 or 4. Those will appear in a drop down so you can quickly go back to them while you're in the active session. Once you start to close out of TradeZero and go back in, those are gone. Okay, so those will not stay there. So you can see that it shows you the open price, the close price, the bid and ask price, okay, what it's currently trading at. This one, personally, I use quite often during the day because that's what it's at right at as you're looking at it. But again, it's your preference, what's most important to you. Okay, the quantity, which is how much do I want to trade. The type, whether it's a market, limit order, stop market, stop limit, range, however you want to execute your trades. The route that it's going to take. Now, usually the default route is ARCA. However, you can use whatever one you're comfortable with, or if there's an issue where, let's just say for sake of argument, ARCA is down for the day. You can't make any trades for ARCA, but you still want to trade. So you can switch and say, send all my orders through EdgeX. Okay, and then you have the buttons to say, say you want to buy, you want to sell, short a stock, or cover. You can cancel an order. So if you place an order, you say I want to buy a stock and it's sitting there and it's taking a while to get executed. So you know what, forget it. You simply click cancel. It'll cancel the order. Okay. So this is how you take a look at use the trade to trade level 2 trade window. Right clicking anywhere will get you the menu, a pop-up menu. You can say the fonts and colors so you can make it look any way you want. Set up your display preferences. What would you like to see? There's various options here. I would recommend that you take a look at these, turn them off and on, see what shows up, and get comfortable with what you'd like, what will help you the best with your trading. Also, if I right click, I can reset defaults anytime I want, which will put it back to what it is when you initially install TradeZero. The trade defaults is when I'm going to execute a trade, what's the default? Rules is going to be a market order. The share size, 300, is my default share size. Incremental is 100. Pretty basic, but it's nice to know I don't have to enter 300 shares if that's my default every time. Doesn't mean I have to trade 300 shares. I can trade 50 shares. Whatever that number is that you want to do for the day. Or, I'm sorry, not for the day, for a particular trade. If you're going to put in a stop order, let's say I bought Twitter at $18. I'm going to put a stop order and I'm going to say if it drops, I bought it at $18. So if it goes to $17.75, I want to sell it. Click sell. Show me the order confirmation window. Okay. And I can either hit yes to execute the order or no if I don't want to do it. One thing to be careful of with this version of software, notice under the yes and no buttons this little checkbox, disable order confirmations. If you check that, it means that this order confirmation window will not appear, and when you hit your trade, whether it's buy, sell, short, or cover, it's going to immediately execute. So be cautious of that. One other thing that I'd like to talk about in terms of the type of order is a range order. So let's just say, again, I bought Twitter at $18. Okay, let's just say I want to put a range in. If it goes to 19, I want to sell, take my profits. If it goes down a little bit, I want to take my profits. So you can enter both a high price and a low price for the order. Be cautious. Notice that the first one is the high price and the second one is the low price. I've made that mistake, putting in this at the low by mistake and the right as the high. So pay attention to what the headings are. So let's just say I want a range order. High price, $19, low price is 17.75. If I hit execute, like hit sell, because let's say I assume I bought to stock, I hit sell, it's going to do a range order for that. That way, if Twitter goes down to $17.75, I get stopped out. If Twitter continues to go up and goes up to $19, I take some profits. Switches back to market. Now, one other thing that is useful, that you use quite often, actually all the time. Again, in my training, I have two level 2 windows associated with charts. So in this case, notice anytime I change the symbol at the top, Facebook, the chart at the bottom changes as well. Okay, so these are in sync. Okay, TradeZero refers to that as linked. So if I right click, notice it says link to group B. Okay, let's just say I want to take that out. I want to just sort of show you how to do it. I uncheck that. Now I'm going to go down to the chart, click, notice link to group B. Check it again. Uncheck it. Now if I change this Twitter, put back to Twitter, notice it changed, the level 2 trade window changed, but Facebook didn't change. Let's say you want these two linked. How do you do that? Right click on the level 2 window, link to a group. Let's put it back and call the group B, and I say link window. So it's going to link to level 2 Twitter. Okay. Come down to the chart, right click on the chart, link to group, and I want it to be group B, link to window, chart, level 2 Twitter, because I want to link this chart that has Facebook, I want to link it to a window in my group B. The window is level 2, which is Twitter. Okay. Now, anytime I switch this, notice that I switched it to Alcoa, and the chart at the bottom switched. If I switch it to US oil, it switches as well. So this is something you will use all the time, is level 2 trade windows and charts. You can use them every day in your trading. That's just a short video to explain some of the features and functionality. If you have any questions, please contact us at the Affinity Trading Institute.